Hey there. Today I'm going to take you behind the scenes on a fun little conceptual shoot that I did with my team. But before I do that, I thought I'd come in and just show you the setup and what we've got set up. So in the background, and if I zoom in, I've just got a backdrop stand. And I have silver mylar, which is all been crunched up. So I've got two pieces on hanging from a backdrop stand just with some tape. And then I've got a table in the foreground that's got another piece of scrunched up mylar put on it. Why do I scrunch it up? I just find that when it's all scrunched up like this, as opposed to smooth, I get better bokeh. So that's why I've got that. So we had a few things that we were playing with. So in the background, don't know if you can see it, and they need to be clean because they're all covered in paint. I've got some cheap knockoff chandelier drops, and I've just hung them with some line on a timber rod, just with some hooks on the roof. And that's pretty much it for our setup. So we did have this, it's kind of like a giant pink Christmas decoration. I bought it a while ago and I thought, oh, this could be fun to play with in the studio, and it was. So we had some other things. We had some fake diamonds that we were dropping and a few other things. But what I wanted to show you was my lighting setup. So I'm going to go and start with the background. So what I have got hanging, so these are the Neewer magnetic LED lights, and they just clip on and off the backdrop stand. So they're brilliant. They come with their own diffusion. I'll put the links below. So I've got one on this side of the backdrop stand, and I have one on this side of the backdrop stand, and they were giving me a little bit of light. So this one is RGB on the left, but the one on the right was bi-colour. So that was my only sort of normal bi-colour light that I used. Then we also had the TL60 light wand, and I had that in front of my model, throwing some light onto that. And then I also had the TL90 in the background that was lighting it up. And I'll show you an image of everything all set up. Then I also had the Neewer CB300C, and that was with a 65 centimetre softbox. And no grid or anything, just diffusion on it. So that's it there. And I was using gels on that. So pretty much everything had gels on it. So this had blue gels, and we were playing around with blues and greens and pinks and yellows, and we were getting pretty wild. So it looked awesome. The other thing that we were playing with, and these are the two new ones that I wanted to show you. So these are the Neewer light tubes, but these ones actually come with a barn door, but the barn door can come off and you can hold it. So this is the 10-inch one, and this is the 20-inch one. So you can take the barn doors off, but when you've got the barn doors on, you can just have them lit up, and you can direct where you want the light to go. So we did have them on light stands, but we were also having them on the table, lighting the model up, and she was holding them. I also had my makeup artist jump in, and she was holding them off to the side as well. And that was giving us some really, really cool effects. So the one thing I really love about all these Neewer tube lights or light wands or whatever you want to call them, they're so easy to use. They're all RGB, well, the ones that I have are, and you turn it on. You've then got on the sides, you can change the different modes. So you can just have, warm. You can use it as a bi-colour light. That's easy. Or you can put different gels in. So I'm in the HSI model, And there's a little bar here, so you can see as I slide my finger up and down, I can change the colour. So it is so super easy to use and intuitive to use. So I do keep picking it up and changing the colour accidentally, but if you have got somebody in the studio playing with these and you just want to adjust your light and things like that, these are absolutely incredible. Love them to death. I will put the link down below for what it is. So there's this. These are the two smaller ones. So it doesn't get hot. You can hold it in your hand, and they are absolutely fabulous. So there's special effects modes. There's your CCT mode, your HSI mode. So it doesn't have quite as many features as the TL60 and 90 do. And if you just want to scroll through, there's a little up and down arrow. I'm hoping you can see that. And you can scroll up and down, and then you can change whatever you want to change on that. So if you want to change the warmth of your Kelvin or whatever, you can do that there. So these are fabulous. They are also magnetic, and they've also got screw ends on both sides, so you could sort of join them together, or you can have them just on a light stand like I have got with the other one that I'm using, which is this one. But I have got it just on a little adapter on my light stand. So they are fabulous. And as I said, I'll put the full links below for those. Okay, so let me introduce our team for this shoot. We had model Emily Reinhard, and I had hair and makeup by Jolie's Makeup Artistry. You've seen these guys before. They're a fabulous team to work with. So this is behind the scenes setup. As I said, we had the silver mylar on a backdrop stand as well as on the table. And I was just capturing some video of Jolie building up the makeup that we had basically set up as our inspiration for this shoot. So we were throwing in words like blue and sparkly and crystal and alien and sci-fi and all sorts of things, and Jolie really did come to the party with the makeup. So we painted Emily in all these fabulous blues and pinks and purples. We had this diamond mesh halter top and these sparkly blue short shorts that Emily was wearing, which were a little too big, so we had to clip them up with some pegs, but that's all right. We had the lights set up, so I was using pretty much all of them on HSL mode, so we could change the lights and use gels. So we had blues and greens and purples and reds and pinks and everything you could think of. So we had 4 light wands. So I had the RGB 1 and 2. I also had this TL60 and 90, which were pretty much on light stands or the little RGB one we were holding. We also, in the background, as I said before at the start, we had the inflatable magnetic LEDs. One is bicolour, the other is RGB. You've seen them in shoots before, and they were attached to the backdrop stand. So we had Emily sitting behind the table with just a chair. We were just touching up a bit more at the makeup. Once we sort of got her into position, we thought, right, we need to extend it a bit. Jolie initially just did her face and sort of neck and shoulders, and I wanted to bring that down her arms and her hands. So now we were playing with different poses. So we had some sitting poses as well as some other poses. We were playing with the props. So there was that sort of crystal ball ornament that was sort of almost like a disco ball, I guess. So that was pretty fun to play with. I had Emily interacting with the crystals that were hanging below her as well. And we got some really cool shots, which I'll show you at the end, where she was sort of like biting them. I also had these crystal sort of, they're lenses that you put in front of your camera. So they're prisms, fractal prisms. And I was putting them in front of the camera and getting some cool shots. But then I thought, I'll give them to Emily. So she was actually sort of looking through them and all the rest of it. So that was fun to play with. And it's always good to show everyone in the team the photos that you're getting so that they know they're on track, if there's any changes that need to be made, tweaks that need to be done, things like that. So I had Emily just sort of, again, playing with the crystals that were hanging down. We had some amazing shots, again, standing up. And this is where I said she was biting on them. I got some really cool shots. These are sort of very kitschy, almost sort of 60s sci-fi vibe to them, but it's on a whole other different level. And the LED lights, and this is where Emily was sort of holding the LED lights, we can move them around, we can place them wherever we needed to. These little RGB, that's the one that she's holding, and she can just flick the colours up, down, up, down. It's so easy to teach people how to use it. And we were getting some really cool effects just putting it up close on the silver mylar on the table. We had all those amazing sort of colours reflecting from the silver back up into Emily's face, and I just got some amazing shots. If you hang around to the end of the video, I will show you some of the shots that we got. So still just going back, doing some sitting, different poses. Jolie just had to come in, do a quick little touch-up. Again, we had a little disco ball type thing with some standing poses. I did have a crystal ball that I wanted to bring out for the shoot, and of course you can never find something when you're looking for it, but I will, now found it, I will bring that out for a few other shoots because that's always lots of fun to play with as well. So we also had these, they're just acrylic plastic, but they're like fake diamonds. So I had Emily sitting there and just dropping them and having them trickle out of her fingers, and that was really cool to just get sort of some action shots and some blur happening with those. Of course, they tend to go everywhere and bounce all over the floor, and I had to go back and pick a few up later, but it's all in fun and games in the studio. So again, just moving those lights, placing the diamonds there, drops, playing with the crystal. Just loads of fun that we could have with these setups. Jolie had this cool idea for sort of like this back bend, so she went in and she showed Emily what she thought. And so we had Emily just sort of leaning back over the table, and we had a mirror there, and we had Jolie holding the light up, and it was very, very cool. We then got Emily to turn around, and I had her looking into the mirror and getting some shots from there as well. So they looked absolutely amazing. So you sort of had light bouncing everywhere. I had to have something under the mirror just to hold it up on a slight angle a little bit, just so that I could get her reflections in the mirror. So that's pretty much it for behind the scenes on this shoot. Of course, we thought we all had to jump in and do a little bit of a selfie behind the scenes as well. And as promised, here are some of the finished images. So this is more of the blue tones. Then we've got the diamonds. We were sort of just dropping them. We were playing with the crystals in the background. We were playing with the fractal prisms, which were loads of fun. And I will share a video in the next post on how I edited all of these. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will see you next time on YouTube. Bye.